If you want to improve the sound of your videos fast, then learning Fairlight audio effects in DaVinci Resolve 20 is a game changer. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to use Fairlight audio effects step by step, so you can clean up dialogue, shape your sound, add reverb, control volume, and make your audio sound much more professional. And if this tutorial helps you out, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more DaVinci Resolve guides just like this. Alright, let's jump into it. The first thing you need to do is open the Fairlight page. At the bottom of DaVinci Resolve, click Fairlight. This is the workspace where all your audio editing, mixing, and sound effects are handled. If you've been working on the Edit page or Color page, Fairlight is where you come when you want serious control over audio. Once you're inside Fairlight, take a look at your timeline and audio tracks. The next step is to select the audio track or the specific clip you want to work on. This is important because choosing a track means the effect will apply to everything on that track, while choosing a clip means the effect only affects that one piece of audio. So if you want consistent treatment across a full voice track, select the track. If you only want to fix one noisy clip or add a special effect to a single section, select the clip instead. Now let's open the mixer. If you don't already see it, click the mixer button in the top right area of the interface. The mixer is where you'll see each track as its own channel strip, and this is one of the easiest ways to add and manage audio effects. Each track has its own controls, so you can work very precisely on the sound you want to improve. To add an audio effect, the most common method is through the mixer. Find the track you want to edit, then look for an empty effect slot in that channel strip. Click on that empty slot, and you'll see a list of built-in effects you can choose from. Some of the most useful ones include EQ, compressor, reverb, and limiter. If you're using EQ, that lets you shape the frequencies of your audio. For example, you can reduce low-end rumble, bring out the mids for clearer speech, or brighten the highs for more presence. If the audio sounds muddy or dull, EQ is usually one of the first places to start. If you choose compressor, that helps control volume dynamics. In simple terms, it reduces the difference between loud and quiet parts, which is great for voice recordings. It can make dialogue sound more even and easier to hear without constantly adjusting the volume. Reverb is used to add space and echo to the sound. This can be useful if you want a more natural ambiance, but be careful not to overdo it, especially with voice. Too much reverb can make speech harder to understand, so use it lightly unless you're going for a very specific effect. Limiter is another very useful tool because it helps prevent clipping. If your audio gets too loud and starts distorting, a limiter can keep it under control and protect the final mix from harsh peaks. Now, if you prefer a different workflow, you can also add effects using the Effects library. Open the Effects library in the top left area, then go to Audio Effects and Fairlight Effects. From there, you can drag an effect directly onto a clip or track. This is a really quick way to work if you already know the effect you want to use. After you add an effect, the next step is adjusting its settings. In the mixer, click the effect name to open the controls. This is where you fine-tune everything so it matches your audio. For EQ, you can shape the sound by adjusting bass, mids, and highs. For compressor, you can set how strongly the volume gets controlled. For reverb, you can change the amount of space and echo. And for limiter, you can set how hard it catches peaks before they clip. Take your time here and listen carefully as you adjust. Small changes can make a huge difference, especially when you're working with voice, music, or podcast-style audio. The goal is not just to add effects, but to make the audio sound cleaner, clearer, and more balanced. Another very helpful feature is the power button on each effect. This lets you enable or disable the effect instantly, so you can compare the before and after version. This is one of the best ways to hear whether your changes are actually improving the sound. Turn it off, listen to the original, then turn it back on and hear the difference. If the effect is helping, keep it. If it's making things worse, tweak the settings or remove it. And that's really the core workflow for using Fairlight audio effects in DaVinci Resolve 20. Open Fairlight, choose your track or clip, use the mixer or effects library, add the effect, adjust the settings, and compare the results until the audio sounds right. Once you get comfortable with this process, you'll be able to clean up bad audio, make voiceover sound more polished, and give your projects a much more professional finish. If this video helped you, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more DaVinci Resolve tips, tutorials, and editing workflows. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.